Good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Alexander, and I teach third grade reading and ELA to your child. We're so sorry that we missed you at our last APTT meeting, but don't worry, we're here to catch you up. So the first thing that I would like to introduce to you is that there is a folder, a green folder, in your child's backpack. Inside of this folder are the math and reading activities that we would like for you to work with your child to support them in both content areas. So once you have your folder, we're going to take out the data sheet. Please take a moment to locate that in your folder. Okay, so there are two data points that we're going to be discussing as a part of this first APTT. The first is the reading inventory, which measures a child's ability to read and comprehend grade level texts. And we're going to be looking at their multiplication fluency. Ms. Feifeld will discuss that in just a moment. So over here, your child took a test called the reading inventory. They earned their beginning of year score. Please take a moment to locate that on your child's form. Okay. Once you've located it, we're going to discuss it. Okay. A third grader by the end of sixth grade needs to read on a 600 Lexile level or higher. Your child's beginning score indicates where they are reading at the beginning of the year. Now, you may have noticed that your child's score is slightly lower than you would like it to be. Don't worry, we're all here to support your child. We have some activities that are going to support your child moving forward. If your child scored from BR, which is 0, to, I believe it's 230, we have included this activity in the folder. What this activity does is help to support your child's comprehension and their reading fluency. Children who are reading between BR and 240 are still learning to read. They still need supports with understanding words and reading text clearly and smoothly. What we would like for your child to do is every week to take one of these passages and read it to you clearly and smoothly for 1 minute. You can set a timer on your phone, you can set a timer on your television or do they have clocks in the back of the stove anymore? You can use any of those, and your child is going to read to you for 1 minute. You're going to count the number of errors that your child makes. And you'll want to point them out to your child and discuss what those words are and how they can fix it. These sheets have also indicated the most important words that your child needs to know in order to read this fluently. They're going to read this repeatedly for a week, and then they will move on to the next passage. There is a section at the bottom for your child to draw an illustration or maybe perhaps write a sentence in reflection about what they've read. We feel that this is the best approach to support your child in order to push them forward. Now, if your child has scored above 240, they have received this card. It's our question card. It's in Spanish and it's in English. What we would like for students to do who are reading at this level is to read a book of their choice for 30 minutes every night. Once they're done reading, we would like for you to ask them questions about the book. Probe them. Check to see if they really understood what they were reading. There are a series of questions that you could ask. Who was the book about? Tell me more about the book. What happened in the book? Where did the book occur? These are questions that you need to ask to check your child's comprehension. If they cannot answer these questions, they need to go back and read it again. Or they need to pick a different book that is more, what's the word I want to use? Closer to their reading level. And you want to continue to use this tool with them until we meet again. Lastly, the questions are also in Spanish. So even if the book is in English, feel free to ask them the questions in Spanish. They should be able to discuss it with you on some level. This is easy to travel. You can keep this in the car, you can keep this in your purse, and whenever your child is reading, just pull it out and read with them. So both of these skills are meant to build your child's reading comprehension and their ability to understand grade level texts. And hopefully when we meet again in February, we will see a great deal of growth in your child. Thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Ms. Fifield. I am your student's math teacher, and I'm going to show you a little bit of data and an activity for them to work on as well to go with the reading. On the data sheet that Mrs. Alexander already showed us, we have a math score on this side, and you will see a box that says multiplication fluency. The proficient level is 80%. Your student score is located here. Take a moment to locate that on your child's paper. Once you have found that, you will probably notice that it is maybe not as high as you would like it to be, and that is okay because we are just beginning learning multiplication in third grade. I've sent home an activity for your child with directions in both English and in Spanish, and the activity here. It's in a page protector, and there's a marker inside that your child can use to complete the activity on the front and on the back. This activity will help students to better fluently understand the multiplication facts that they need in order to be successful in third grade math. Students can pick any multiplication number sentence, which they will write here. Then they will represent the equation by skip counting, drawing equal groups, writing a repeated addition number sentence, and drawing an array. There is an image on the direction form with an example of 3 times 5 equals 15. Students skip count, draw equal groups, write a repeated addition number sentence, and an array. To make this more challenging for your child, you can also have them work on the back side, which shows ways to make division. They will use the same multiplication facts. They will write the division equation here, show a fact family, equal groups, repeated subtraction, and draw an array. There's an example of that here as well. Students can work on this 2 to 3 times a week. Do maybe like 3 to 4 number sentences each time they work on it. They can do anything as low as 1 times a number all the way up to 12 times 12 for them to become more fluent in their math multiplication fluency. We will meet again in February, and we will look for some growth of it. We hope for 20 points higher to get your student as close to 80% as we can by the end of the year. And we look forward to meeting with you again in February.